I'm going to talk briefly now about what makes a good club. Uh, Again, we know it's cricket in particular that I'm talking about. And I think there's a few things that I've just jotted down here that I'll quickly touch on. Firstly, you need a small band of volunteers. Now, ideal if some of them have got some administrative experience, perhaps a bit of bookkeeping or some secretarial and minute keeping. That's what you need, a small band of volunteers to form a committee, because there's quite a lot to do behind the scenes, but we don't want to scare anyone off. Next point, you need some committed players, because if you're forming a club, you do need to have players who play. And generally, you'll find if players are committed, they'll also do bits to help out at the club as well on a voluntary basis. That's how it works. Clubs, you'll find, will have a joiner or an electrician or perhaps a plumber who can help out when's needed, if there's any repairs need doing, that kind of thing. I think you also need a handy location. Town centre is ideal with parking. That'd be perfect. That'd be so ideal with local amenities very close by. And you also, if it leads me on to the next thing, you depend very, very definitely on the local housing demographic, in that you need family housing close by, hopefully. And if you've got family housing close by, there's your players, there's your juniors, there's your visitors and your members, and there's your volunteers. You also need community involvement, which stretches on from this. So you may get people who only visit you on a Saturday and a Sunday afternoon, because in the evenings they're at bowls club, or the Saturday morning the junior football happens and things like that. And you do need partnerships with other town venues. For example, if you've got a local gastro pub nearby, you don't want to be competing with them, doing food and things, or serving the types of beers that they serve, because what you'll find is, such as a working men's club, you don't really getting a snooker table and competing with them, because what you'll find is you'll trade custom with them, and it'll be a mutually beneficial agreement that if the working men's club's open on a Friday night and you've got a game Friday night, people might prefer to go there to play darts and snooker or whatever, but they might come to your venue on a Saturday afternoon when it's nice and sunny to have a game of cricket. And we find at our club that local licensees do come to our club for a drink and a sit in the sun on a Saturday afternoon when they're not working, or a Sunday. They frequent our club. Our members go to their places. It's a very nice, cosy arrangement, and it's just how it should be. In regard to community involvement, this also involves you having links with schools, because sport isn't taught very much in schools at the moment, especially not cricket. It's too technical, they can't do it. Your cricket development manager should be doing that for you, if you've got a good one in your area. I know there are good ones about. And that leads me back to the small band of volunteers and your committee. You form a committee, you have regular meetings every, say, a month or so, and an annual general meeting. Your administrators need to form a constitution, and you'll need to have verified accounts. There are procedures to ensure your club is safe in its operation, both with sort of fire safety, health and safety, and also with regard to safeguarding of children. And if you're going to have a junior section, you would need to apply for a club mark accreditation, which is a series of actions for you to do and processes for you to go through to prove that you're a safe place for a parent to leave their child. All in all, running a cricket club is quite difficult. Being a good club, even more difficult, because you've got to have the players with you to help you out. You've got to have the volunteers with you. You've got to have the junior parents with you. All in all, if you do it correctly and sympathetically, it is achievable. And we'll bear in mind that apart from the odd member of bar staff and the odd groundsman here and there, everyone's volunteers, and everyone are doing their best. So if you're running a cricket club, I hope you found this useful. Probably also applies to football and rugby. Hope it's useful to you. And if you've got a comment to post, please put it below. Thank you for listening.